The Minnesota Vikings look to shock the world week 2 in Arizona and even up the record at 1-1 after the debacle in Cincinnati. But the Arizona Cardinals are flying high after going into Nashville and whooping the Titans' ass. But here are 5 keys for a Vikings victory on Sunday out in the desert. Number 1, anyone but Chandler, right? 7 pressures, 5 sacks, 2 strip sacks, and a partridge in a pear tree for Chandler Jones at Tennessee last week. Student body left, that's what it's going to have to be. Rashad Hill, going to be your starting left tackle. It is what it is, but he needs help. And like we said in an earlier video, if Zimmer or Rauscher or Dennison leaves him isolated out there, everyone should be fired because that would be a fireable offense. Tight end chips, 6 offensive linemen, running at 55 day in, day out, getting CJ Ham, getting the body John Bones Jones' younger brother. Do it. Anyone else beats you, that's fine. Don't care. 55 is not going to move the needle against the Vikings. Whether it's the corpse of JJ, whether it's Marcus Golden, whether it's Budda Baker, don't care. Anyone else can beat you except for Chandler Jones. Next up, key number 2 for the Vikings to win on Sunday. Let Dalvin cook. Where it seems weird. It's a juxtaposition because we as Vikings fans, we complain about the very conservative play calling run, pass, but you got Dalvin Cook, man. He's back there. And Derrick Henry only put up 58 yards rushing against the Cardinals week 1, but that's because of game script and the fact that Derrick Henry is a very one-dimensional running back. Cardinals defense was 25 last year in terms of rushing yards allowed per carry, and I think Dalvin could feast on that. Plus, Dalvin, you know that he's been pissed off all week. He wants redemption for that fumble, and I think he'll get it on Sunday. Riding with Dalvin, getting him the ball in space as well as running it, sustaining drives, grinding out the clock, taking that crowd out of the stadium because, hey, they're fired up, man. Arizona, there's a lot to be excited about. Tennessee is a good team. They whooped their ass on the road. Home opener, first time back in a year, so they're going to be fired up. Take the crowd out of the game early and often. Next up, key number 3 for the Vikings to get a win on Sunday. Pressure and contain Kyler. Kyler, he's my guy. South Korea represent, but he's going to get his ass whooped. Yeah, we after that ass, Kyler. The Cardinals' offensive line is frankly worse than the Vikings, and the Vikings' defensive front is low-key one of the best in the National Football League. I will take Daniil, Everson, Pierce, Diesel, and company, getting some heat, keeping their lanes, staying disciplined, and I think they're going to put Kyler on the ground and force some bad off-of-schedule throws. Plus, monster game for Eric Kendricks and probably Blake Lynch, mobile linebackers with range who can cover. I think it'll be really important for shutting down numero uno. Next up, number 4, key for the Vikings to win on Sunday. Justin Jefferson breakout game where JJ was he was eyed, but he's pretty quiet against Cincy. Not really that bang follow up to his amazing rookie year, but statement game Sunday I think is incoming, and he's likely going to be shadowed by the great Byron Murphy, former Washington Husky, and the secondary is solid with Budda, but they take too many chances. Like they gamble. Like they are, hey, Chandler Jones is going to get pressure that we could take chances in the back. It ain't going to happen. Sometimes you can get burned. And if they double JJ and take him away, you saw how Thielen and KJ went off to a degree against Cincinnati. Thielen had 2 touchdowns. KJ had 7 catches. So the question for Arizona is, do you want the guillotine with Justin Jefferson, or do you want death by 1,000 cuts? And if you in a high-scoring shootout, I think that Jefferson having a Jefferson game is going to be really big for the Vikings and Kirk Cousins. Plus, it works hand in glove. If Rashad Hill and the tight end or the 6 offensive linemen can just get Kirk Cousins a little bit of time, I think that he can be surgical out in Arizona. Lastly, key number 5 for the Vikings to get a victory on Sunday. Nuke. He is the clear weapon for the Arizona Cardinals. DeAndre is still the best wide receiver in the game. He absolutely is. Clean routes, great hands, huge range, crafty veteran. Like he's done and seen it all. Patrick Peterson, obviously practicing against him every day for the last couple of years, is going to factor into the revenge game, but he's not going to shadow Nuke. They're probably going to be playing sides again with Peterson on the right, Breeland on the left. Maybe there's going to be a rotation this game. I don't know. But safety shade, doubling, help. Make sure it's very similar to Chandler Jones. Nuke Hopkins, hey, anyone else can beat you. Hey, it's okay. Christian Kirk, fine. Rondale Moore, fine. The corpse of AJ Green, fine. But the pass rush will help. But watch out, because sometimes Kyler just says F it. DeAndre is down there somewhere. Woo! There you go. Prediction time. The league is weird, man, because just when you think you got football figured out, you get humbled. And after you get humbled, you get pissed off, and then you get back into the derby. So I think the Vikings really recoup themselves. I think they get their stuff together out in the desert, and I think they have a statement win with the entire league watching in the late time slot. Give me Vikings 34, Cardinals 30. They protect Kirk Cousins. Chandler Jones becomes a non-factor, and Kirk slings it all over the yard. And it does turn into a bit of a shootout. Kyler versus Kirk, KVK. Let's go, man. You see some great high-flying football. You see Thielen and Jefferson and DeAndre Hopkins and Rondale Moore just going. Yeah, it's going to be a fun game, man. But the Vikings do come out on top. But your thoughts on our thoughts. What are your keys for the Vikings to get a win on Sunday besides, I don't know, prayer? Yeah. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work, pull us on the Venmo. But until next time, Skull, production value.